Hi everyone, it's Donna from redcarpetlearning.com, and my team and I are so excited that you're going to be joining us this April, either for our Culture and Leadership Conference or our Train the Trainer program, or many of you are actually staying for both. So we're really excited to welcome you here to Western North Carolina, and I thought I'd just take a few minutes and show you around my favorite spots in Asheville. And as you can see behind me, actually I got lucky because it's winter. You can see by the bare trees behind me. But it's, so the Blue Ridge Parkway is usually closed, but it is such a beautiful day here today that they opened it up, and I was able to drive up to Haw Creek Valley, so you can hopefully see some of those mountains and that Blue Ridge behind. I'm not quite sure if you're getting that there, but I'm going to take you around a couple of my favorite places, so let's go. So I just got off the Blue Ridge Parkway, which, by the way, is a gorgeous scenic drive that goes all the way from Cherokee, North Carolina, up through Asheville, up to Virginia, and it ends in Shenandoah Valley, connects with the Skyline Drive in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. It is where all the gorgeous mountain views are. And you will definitely, if you have built extra time into your trip, or maybe Tuesday afternoon, you will want to take a drive up the Blue Ridge Parkway. And now where I am now is actually at the beginning of a feeder trail, which feeds into the main hiking trail here called the Mountain to Sea Trail. My husband and I love to hike, and we can often be found on the Mountain to Sea Trail, just hiking different areas that we can get right off the Blue Ridge Parkway. As you can see, it's winter. It's a beautiful day here, but the trees are bare today, and they'll be green and lush and beautiful by the time you get here. And speaking of bears, though, we do have black bears here in Asheville, and my husband and I have actually seen a few of them as we have hiked these trails. It's a very rare experience, especially when you're in a large group. They can smell and hear you coming, and they really just want to be left alone, so they move out of the way. But when you do see them, as long as you know what to do and not to do, and we'll help you with that, then it's actually a really cool experience. Okay, so now I'm going to take you downtown and show you a few of my favorite places there. Welcome to downtown Asheville. Let me just quickly take you through a few of my favorite places. So Asheville is an arts community, and you will see art everywhere, like some of these lovely little sculptures. I love this one of this girl drinking from the fountain. And then if we move over here, you can actually see some of the beauty of the old architecture we have here in Asheville. Oh, just so gorgeous. But what I really want to show you is over here. Let me see if I can cross the street quickly, because if you look at that blue building, I'm going to tell you what's inside. And what's great is they are open until 11 p.m. So you definitely can plan to make this part of your trip to Western North Carolina, and that is the French Broad Chocolate Lounge. So if they can make it out of chocolate, it is in this building, and you can see they have plenty of places to seat, although they are often always packed. And usually they're closed right now, but usually those cases are filled with everything chocolate. All right, let me take you a few more places. So we have a lot of really cool independent restaurants here in Asheville. Well, one of the most famous is Tupelo Honey. And what's really neat about them now is that they have this whole other section that's kind of a bar, lounge. You can get great appetizers. And my team and I actually had a little gathering there during our last team retreat. So maybe we'll end up at Tupelo Honey or one of the other fabulous restaurants here in Asheville while you're here. One of my favorite places is the Woolworth Walk. And if you remember the old Woolworth and Company, and they had a great lunch counter where you could get a tuna melt and an ice cream float, and you can still do that here in this Woolworth Walk. And the rest of it is filled with art from local artists here in Asheville. Now, if you are extending your stay, this is a great visit because it does close at 6 p.m. Or maybe on one of the early days, you could come and visit and see what our local artists have to offer. Another one of my favorite places here is Malaprops. Malaprops is our local independent bookstore. It's really so cool because they often have evening activities, book signings, book talks, and people actually show up as an author. That is something I really appreciate. And they are open in the evening, so this would be a great place to visit while you're here. And ladies, here is Tops for Shoes, one of the best shoe stores on the planet. Again, they do close at 6, so this might be a visit for one of our early days. And now for a place that is near and dear to my heart. This is NC Stage. It is the professional equity theater here in Asheville. I happen to be the president of the board, so it's near and dear to my heart, as I said. Sadly, NC Stage will be in between productions while you're here. But if theater is what you love, much like me, we have so many options here in Western North Carolina. A great community theater, Flat Rock Playhouse, and of course, if you come back to visit another time, come see something at NC Stage. So that's just a little bit of what Asheville and Western North Carolina have to offer you. We cannot wait to show you more when you get here in April. My whole team and I are just so excited, and we're looking forward to rolling out the red carpet for you. See you then.